Hello guys, I welcome you to my Facebook Ads tutorial. My name is Rafi Yaku, and in today's video I'm going to teach you everything you need to know in order as far as Facebook Ads is concerned, how you can create an effective Facebook ad that can convert, and how you can drive sales traffic to your website, to your landing page, or to your WhatsApp. Okay, all you have to do is to watch the step I'm taking in this video and see how you can actually achieve the real Facebook marketing as far as this tutorial is concerned. Okay, but before we get the tutorial started, I would like to explain one or two things before we move into the real practical of how you can set up your first Facebook ads. Okay, one of the things we are going to cover as far as this is concerned is that we need to talk about hard text. Okay, when you are talking about hard text is what you have at the top of your advert. Most especially when you are browsing on Facebook, you see when you see some of sponsor ads, you see hard text at the top of the picture or at the top of the video. Those text you see there is regarded as hard text. Okay, then the next one here is hard objective. What hard objective simply means is that different advert with different objective. So the objective of this advert example I'm creating is to drive sales traffic. Different objective. Some company objective might be to create awareness or to increase brand awareness. So when we get to the real practical, I will talk more about hard objective. Okay. Now, when you're talking about hard headline, so hard headline usually appear at the bottom of hard image or hard videos. So when you are browsing, you notice, you take note of that. Okay. Now, when you're talking about targeted audience and interest, this is a very crucial area where people get it wrong. So I will want you guys to pay a full attention into this area where we talk about targeted audience and interest. This targeted audience and interest has to do with what are the kind of people you want to target for your advertisement, and what is their interest, so that you spend less and you achieve a very cool result as far as Facebook ads is concerned. And the next one is the location. So now you have determined, you have know the interest of your targeted audience, and you know the people you want to target. Where are they located? That's another thing you need to consider. For the fact that Facebook ads give anybody an opportunity to target anywhere in the world, nevertheless, you still need to know where your customer belong to. For instance, if you are doing a offline business, and then you are in Nigeria, you cannot target people in US. Okay, but if your business has to do with 100% online and it's a digital product, which simply means that you can target anybody in the world, that is applicable to you. So you need to consider the location. Do you want to target people within your area? Do you want to target people within your state? Do you want to target people within your country, or do you want to target people within the vicinity of where your business is operate? So in this regard, when we get to location, when we get to the real practical of Facebook ad, I'm going to break it down to you guys so you can see how everything goes on. Now, the next one here is age. Okay, now every product has the age range. Every business has age range. I want to believe that not every product is applicable for infants. Likewise, not every product is available for adults. So for you to know the age of your audience, you need to understand your Facebook audience insights. So your Facebook audience insight will tell you what are the real age you are going to target for the set of people that you want to create the advert for. Okay. Now, at this point here, the next thing you need to target here is, the next thing we're going to talk about is ad image. For every advertisement on Facebook, there is always an ad image spec site. So you need to take note of that so that you don't have issue with your Facebook ad. So in such a way that most time when you don't follow the Facebook ad spec sites, when you promote your advert, you might lose some of the information from the ad image, or better still, your ad may get rejected as a result of bad image. Now let's move to sex. So the sex here simply means the gender. Do you interested to target men and women, or you want to target only female, or you want to target only male? This will have to determine the type of product you want to advertise on Facebook. So you need to take note of this as well. Then the next one here is that the placement on and the device. What do I mean by this is that in Facebook adverts, you can order the placement. You can place your adverts in both Facebook and Instagram platform, right? And at the same time, you can decide to place your advert only on Facebook. All these things depends on the nature of the business you are doing and your interest as an advertiser. So another thing you need to take note is device. Device simply means, do you want your adverts to appear to people that use desktop, or you want your advert to appear to people that browse Facebook feed with their mobile phone or iOS or iPhone? So in this regard, if your landing page or is website, you can decide to target all the device. But if your landing page is not website, it was more advisable. If your landing page is WhatsApp, it is more advisable for you to choose mobile device, because by the time you choose mobile and desktop device and your landing page is WhatsApp, so anybody that click your advert from mobile, from desktop or laptop, they are not going to connect with you. Okay, they are not going to connect with you because WhatsApp is not made for desktop or laptop. So when you are trying to drive your traffic to your WhatsApp, maybe your WhatsApp group or your personal WhatsApp DM, you need to make sure that you you choose mobile device placement. Okay. So and then lastly, we have to talk about URL link and the landing page. What this simply means, this is also a crucial thing as far as Facebook ad is concerned. In fact, if your URL link or landing page is invalid, you are not going to be able to place your advert. So you need to take note of that. You need to make sure that your link, that is your landing page or URL link, is very much correct, so that you will not have issue when you are running your advert. And all these things, I'm going to put it into practical and show you guys how you can actually do it without any stress, and you have a very good result, because this is what I've been doing for a very long time, and I'm going to put you through every step I take to run an effective Facebook ad. So let's go straight to the practical and see how we can put all these things into practical aspects. Okay, so I'm going to bring out my Google Chrome here. So you can use any Google Chrome, any browser to access your Facebook ad account. All you have to do is to watch the step I'm taking in this video and see how you can actually get it done. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, but before we do that, let me quickly explain some things to you guys as far as how the image is concerned. You can see the picture you see on the screen right here. This is the image of the advert I want to run, and the objective of this advert is that I want to drive traffic to my YouTube video, one of my YouTube video. I want to drive traffic into the video. That is why you see the this is the image. Okay, now here I want to quickly show you the image spec size of Facebook ad. So if I go to File and Property, so from Property, you'll be able to see the the image dimension. So this is the right size for Facebook ad. It is 1080 by 1080 pixels. So you need to take note of that. If you don't know how to set up this, you can hire a graphic designer to do it for you, so that you be on the safer side. So in this regard, by the time I run this advert, all my information is going to appear on the on Facebook feed. Okay, so let's go back to the practical and see how we can run our Facebook ads. All right, so the first thing you need to do is to go to your Facebook account. So I'm going to facebook.com, enter. All right, so let me quickly show you one thing here before we move on to how we can create the ad. You can see here, you see sponsored. So if you choose desktop placement, this is how your ad is going to appear, most especially if your ad is image ad. So you can see these are desktop view advert. Okay, now let's go to how we can actually create the ad. So the next thing you have to do is to come to the home tab again and click make a new tab. So when you make a new tab, and you have to come here and type in Facebook business settings. Then you press enter key on your keyboard. Now the first result here is what you need: Facebook Business Suite and Business Manager Overview. Click on that. All right, so the next thing you have to do is to come down below here and click on settings to access your Facebook Ads account. So when you get here, you need to come and navigate to your ads account. You can see add account setting. Click on that. All right, so you need to come to the top here. You click on these three dots to see all tools. Okay, then you navigate to Ads Manager. All right, so you can see that this ad account is very new, and this is the first time I'm creating ad in this account. So if you have been create ad in the past, definitely you are going to see some of the ad results at this point here. But in some cases, but because this is the first time I'm using this ad account, I'm just doing this thing so that it will not be something new or get confused by people that are very new to Facebook ad account interface. So now for you to create your first Facebook ads, you need to click on this create ads here, or you come to this green button here, click on create. All right, so at this point here, this is where we need to choose a campaign objective. So you remember when if you are following the this class from the beginning, I was able to explain some things here. Ad objective, you can see it here. So this is where I'm going to explain what I mean by ad objective. Okay, so let's go back to the practical. Now for the ad objective, there are different objectives here. Okay, the awareness is the first thing here, then consideration, conversion. So I'm going to explain all these things one after the other, so you can choose the one that is suitable to your business. Okay, when you are talking about brand awareness, this is just like maybe you are trying to establish your brand in a particular country or in a particular area. You want people to know more about you. That is when you choose a brand awareness. Then reach. This reach of a thing can be used to promote your Facebook business page, to reach more people and get more engagement. Then traffic. This traffic means a lot. It can be sales traffic, it can be website traffic. All these things is just that when you are reaching more people and you are driving more traffic to your website or to your landing page or to your WhatsApp. Then engagement. Engagement is a process whereby people only interact with your advert, and this is not really suitable for most business because nobody wants want people to just engage on the ad. We want a sales traffic that will yield more results for us. Then app install. This app install, it's usually used by people that promote their Google Play Store, that promote their app from Google Play Store. So then video views, this is just when you are trying to post your video, maybe from YouTube or Vimeo or whichever way you host your video. You want more people to view this video, you can choose the objective. Then lead generation is usually used mostly by real estate business. Then messages. Under these messages, we have a lot of options there. Under these messages, we have a DM and we have a WhatsApp. When you select this objective, you are going to have a direct WhatsApp link connect to your Facebook account. Facebook has then conversion, catalog sales, and store traffic. All this has to do with people that have that are trying to run e-commerce business. Okay. Now, but the purpose of my ads, with reference to the example I'm trying to make for you guys, is that I need a traffic to one of my video on YouTube. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to select traffic. So I need more people to come to me. So now, having select traffic, you can see send people to a website, app, or Facebook event, or let them tap to call you. This is just a kind of place whereby you can direct your traffic to. That is what you are trying to telling us here, that you can direct your traffic to your website, you can direct your traffic to your app in Google Play Store, you can direct your traffic to Facebook event, and etc. So you can read on more to see what traffic objective ad campaign means. So but the most objective campaign that is mostly good for every business is traffic, because everyone wants to make more sales, more customers, you want to reach more people. Okay, so when you select traffic, you click on continue. All right, so let me just close this. So this is where you need to set up your first stage setup of your ads. Okay, now here from new traffic campaign, we can change the heading here. Can change the text here to our topic. Let me say importation training. Okay, so it can be whatever your hard title is. So now when you are done with that, you need to move on. Let me scroll down. So the objective we choose is traffic. So leave every other thing else and scroll down. And next, you have to come here and click on next. All right, so this is another step in your Facebook ad setup. Okay, now at the top here, we can as well use the same name, okay, which is importation training. Okay, so having choose traffic. So the objective, the landing page here, choose where you want to drive traffic to. You will enter more detail about the destination. So you have to make sure that you select websites. Okay, now you can scroll down and see more information. So we have done with that place. Now here, this is just the estimated reach size of the audience. So as at the time of making this video, this is just about 33.5 million people as estimated by Facebook. Now you need to scroll up. So the next thing you have to do here is to set up your budget. Okay, this has I'm setting up a budget of 1,000 naira per day. So in this regard, you can set up any amount of money as your daily budget. Oh, sorry. This is cost control. It's an optional, so that place is not necessary. Okay, you can just scroll down. Okay, this is where I need to set up my daily budget. Okay, so you have to come here. So my intention is to spend 1,000 naira on daily budgets. Okay, so 1,000 naira on daily budget. Okay, now that is that. Then another thing you need to do is that you need to set up your time schedule. If you want your ad to run from a certain time and end in a certain time, so you need to set it up from this place and start at this so day, then set an end date. This is an optional. So I'm not ready to set up start and end date. So I'll go straight up to the next thing. So you can, but if you are interested to set up the time that you want your ad to start and the time you want it to end, so you just have to play around with. Let's say you want your ad to start from December 25 and you want it to end next year January. So you just come here and set up next year January. So when the time reach, the ad will stop running and you will not be charged. Okay, so now let's move on. Let me just scroll down. All right, so this is where the real deal. Okay, custom audience. Use save audience. So in this regard, I'll have to set up the custom audience so that you guys can understand deeply on how you can set your audience. Now, under the audience, you have to start from locations. Okay, locations. So I'm going to click on here, edit. So I need to edit my location. So for me to do that, I have to delete or close Nigeria as the whole map. So I have to close that. So I need to targeted people in Lagos State only. So I have to close Nigerian. Okay, so after closing up the Nigerian, so I have to search for my new location. So you have to come here and click on search location. So I'm searching for Lagos, people that live in Lagos State. Okay. So people that live in Lagos, Nigeria. All right, so you can see when I choose people in Lagos alone, you see there is a drastic reduction in the number of people going to reach. Okay, so we can scroll down and continue our setup. Now here you can see I have been targeted Lagos State alone. Okay, all people within Lagos State. Now we still need to narrow down this reach, these people. So this is not all the people we actually need to reach. So I still need to do some screening so that to take away some people that I don't want them to see my advert. So now to do that, we have to set up the age. So I'm going to click on edit here. Then I will have to come here now and I will choose between the age of 30. So and use your drop down arrow to take it down. So choose the age of 30. Then to the age of 45. So between the age of 30 to 45. Okay, so I can reconsider from 28, let's see, so from 28 to 45. This is based on my audience insights. So from 28 to 45. So these are the people I need to see this advert. So people within this range of age are the ones that are going to see the adverts, and the people that live in Lagos State. Okay. Now, let me continue. So if you want to edit your gender, let's say for instance, you don't want your advert to appear to male and women, you have to come here and then you click on edit, and then you can choose only men or only women. But in this regard, I'm interested in both gender, so I don't need to touch that. Now here, this is what we call detail targeting. Detail targeting. So you can see here now we still have a drastic drop down to 4 million maximum. Okay. Now, what do I mean by detail targeted? This is where you need to set up your demographic, interest, and behavior of your prospective targeted audience. So you have to click on edit to target the real people for your business. So now, for you to add a targeted audience, you need to make use of search engine. So here, I'm interested in people that have interest in importation. So you can see import. So I need people that have interest in importing business. So you can see it has been added at the top here. Then I need people that have interest in business. Business, I have to choose that. Then I need people that have interest in digital online business. Online home business, so I need that. Then I also need people that have interest in trading. So you can see the number of people I'm going to reach with this interest and behavior. I also need people that have interest in exports, imports, and exports. You can see. So you can see here that we have set up people that have interest in import and export, online home business, training, and business. So now the number of reach now is 2.200 million maximum. Okay, now you can narrow your targeted audience to everything that relates to your business. Okay,